It's rusted out a little bit, but we're claiming that.
Thirsty.
So when that stuff coming out becomes sand or gravel, then we'll know if we're getting water. We're 30 feet down right now. Okay, we're now at 80 feet in. So our builder just called us this evening to follow up. Hey guys, welcome back to our video. We are coming to you from the garage today. Today is a very exciting day. I'm so nervous actually. Did we pray about it this morning? Yes. Yes, we did. Today, guys, is the day that we're drilling for water for a well out at our property. I know this is the worst lighting ever, so let me give you there we go. Cute background of a baby. We're drilling at our property for a well. They're just getting there now, so I'm going out. I really want to see what's happening. I just want to see it. Solo's on his way there too. Our builder is meeting us with the drilling guy, and we are really praying for water. Water is not easy to get in the area that our property is located, but it would make a big difference for so many reasons. If we ever have a water issue in our town, we would still have water. Our water would be free. Of course, we have to do some testing and stuff. Our church has a well, so Solo's very familiar with wells, but this would just be a game changer for us. We also have a unique situation in that in a number of areas around Lincoln, our city in Nebraska, there have been so many people moving to acreages, and this is how it was explained to us. So many people are moving out, they're building homes, and they're like putting sprinkler systems in 2-3 acres and using a lot of water. And it overtaxed the water system. So they've really cut down on, not cut down, they cut off any new water line. So we have a small house on our property. We're trying to put another house on the property. So we would have to reroute the water from the small house, and until they reinstate it, which they're trying to beef up the system and all that, we would not be able to have both of them have water at the same time, if that makes sense. So like 10 months from when we dig is when they think our house would be done, when we break ground. 10 months later, we would either have to cut off the small house's water, or if we have a well, it won't be an issue at all. And we're really praying for a well. There's just a lot of sustainability issues, just so many things. It would be awesome to have a well. We've been told 2 things that are a little confusing. One person told us that they've dug on our land before and not found water a couple times, and one person said it was not enough water. So it's a little confusing as to what the situation is. I think some previous owners were interested in making our property, when it was much bigger, a golf course, which would have obviously required a lot of water. Listen, we're not trying to put in underground sprinklers at all. We just need enough water for our house and maybe some animals later, garden, and yeah, it would just be such a big blessing. There are some options if he can't get water, like there's some guy from Iowa apparently that can come with much better, deeper, come on Nessa, deeper diggers. We don't want to have to make that decision. All those decisions just get more and more expensive, you know? So here we go. Let's go out and meet the driller guys, and see what happens. They're ready. We just packed up our school. It's a school day for us, so let's go. Some of the big kids are off doing their own school. It's not even all of us. Okay, watch your fingers. Here we go. He said our chances are very low. It's not good chances at all. Solo's documenting. Well, they're gonna drill. They picked the spot, now they gotta drill. It's rusted out a little bit, but we're claiming that.
Thirsty. Again. So the truck is gonna go off.
This is our builder, Gary.
Good morning.
What are we gonna get water, Gary?
We're praying.
Yes,
That's
he's
right.
a man of faith. At least we have him on our side. Every time I'm like, oh, I don't know. He said, you know, it's possible. So keeping our hopes up here, over here. I guess it'll be hours because they got to go back and get a water truck. So it'll be this afternoon. We should know something. We're gonna have good news, right, Gary?
We hope so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they went to get the water truck because they actually drill with water, which is so interesting. It's an education for us of how it all happens. So for the kids and I, anyway. Yeah, it'll be an interesting day to be out here and see the process. The guy who does the well said that we should know something today. So we're really praying. I know near here they have not found it many times, but once in a while they do. So you never know. Just gonna stay hopeful. All right, Judah was here watching Peace at the house, but you're leaving. You don't want to be around us when we're all doing school here all day?
Not really.
He has a big test tomorrow, so he's gonna go study. We're a little loud. You like to watch it? All right, the water truck arrived. The kids beat me out there. This is homeschool today. I just got Peace down, so I'm gonna go out and see what they're doing. Solo had to take off back to work, but I think he's gonna try to get back here. So the water's digging, doing the digging. Back here, please. You can see from here really good. This is probably the best view. All the way up there. So when that stuff coming out becomes sand or gravel, then we'll know if we're getting water. That's what I was told. Right now it's mud. So we're praying for the impossible. It's getting lighter, the color coming out, which is interesting. Eli, notice that?
Yeah, it's getting tighter again.
Oh, it is? Okay, we were wondering why he brought 3 different piles out here, but it's obviously 3 different layers of the earth crust. Which one's first? First, second, third. Wow, that's so cool. Well, not yet, but they're adding another pipe, it looks like. Yeah, so they're adding another pipe so they can go farther down. Farther than that height. Do you like the big machines? Pretty fun. So now they have double, or they have one of those lengths in. Now they're gonna go
Mom,
double.
it's about to overflow.
Came back from church again for this part.
Show me some? Okay, show me some. Wow, you're learning some geography right now.
So now it's like this right now.
Yep. 5 layers of earth so far. We're 30 feet down right now.
It's almost the top. It's almost the top.
9 layers now, and the latest is black. They have an audience, these guys, but they don't mind, they said. Okay, we're now at 80 feet in, and there's some sand. We're looking for sand. Sand means water. But the sand is really mixed with clay too much.
Too much clay.
It's not enough sand. So if we get to limestone, then without sand, then means we're done.
I mean, they did, but now.
So we're praying we find sand soon. Do you know how far they'll go? Just as long as they need to until they get limestone?
Yeah. Could be about 200 even.
They dug 2 this morning that were both dry. So we're praying that we turn
and it was
things around.
a different side of town.
Yeah, totally different.
But
yeah. And in town.
In town. The thing with a well, you can keep trying. It's just a matter of if you want to do it.
Yeah.
Keep trying, because you can get nothing here but have water at a different part.
Oh yeah, yeah. I told you there's someone that we'd heard about from Iowa. They would go through the limestone, I think, so they go even deeper because they have a different kind of equipment. So.
Actually 8 feet.
It's what?
No, 80 feet.
80 feet, which is what?
Which is.
How many of you? You figured how many?
I figured out that my math is terrible.
Oh. He's trying to figure out how many of him.
160, then 40, then 16, and now.
So 80 divided by 5.
Which is. Stop videoing me, please. That's enough.
16 of Eli.
Noelle, can we build a well?
He said 16 and then he doubted himself.
Mom, because they found sand mixed up with clay. But if they find just sand, it's going to become a well.
Oh, okay. A little sand in there.
Yeah, you can barely see it, it's not too good.
Not too good. Oh, he got me a chair. We found limestone, so it's not a good sign, but he said there's still a chance.
Is it gonna be, is it still close?
We're close to the end, probably. It's not looking good, but he said depending on what kind of limestone, there still might be water.
This much closer.
Not much closer, yes.
Found sand and then it was too late to get it, and now we're finding more. But we're too close. We're really close to it. 1, 2. There's 26. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Counting that sand right there, it's 27. So, and we can't get a well.
So we're still on a meeting, but the verdict is in. There was no water. We did not get our well, which is very sad. There was like 30 feet of sand or some sort of sand-like material, but there was way too much clay in it. So it's just not gonna work for water. It was so close. And the limestone was not good either. I guess sometimes there's water in that, so it was sad. I doubt we will try again.
There's mud left and we had to keep it here, and there's a hole left.
There's a hole. This stuff is, the equipment is still here and stuff. They'll get it tomorrow. But
No, it took me
the good news, we can be very thankful that we do have city water in the town that we are closest to. And let's keep our tongue inside. And I think I misspoke earlier. I said the water, we would get the water from the small house, but I think the water, from what we've been told, it might be able to go through the small house, so serve both homes. It just wouldn't do it well. And then soon we'll be able to get a second line whenever the area opens up for that. There are people in much worse situations that have bought acreages around here, and if they do not yet have a water line, or they started building their homes already built, like completely built, that are not able to get water. So they're just built, sitting empty, waiting for the town or the area, whatever, the county to approve, I think it's the county, to approve more water lines. And we're not in that position because we already have one. So we can be very thankful for that. But we were really hoping for that well.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Solo's still on a meeting in his truck down by the lake. It's a good place to be on a meeting on the phone. And the kids came in and made their own lunch while we were out there.
It's right there.
Oh, he moved. He moved his meeting. I'm gonna be here till this bread rises and bakes. So another hour maybe. They did save and wash a couple rocks that were found 80 feet under. That's pretty cool.
This one's called the Oreo.
Mm.
We named it.
I can see why. Punched you in the elbow? What? Is that true?
Yes.
She's just trying to annoy me over and over.
So you punched her?
What do you think you're doing?
I
What do
did
you
this
think
to
you're
it.
doing?
I did this to it.
Oh, don't do that.
He squeezed my arm and then
I literally did not.
punched me right. No, that's not what he did.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he did.
All right, guys, go to school.
I did school.
Oh, you're finished?
Yeah.
He went.
Hi, Hungry. I'm Mom. It's nice to meet you. Okay, we're headed out of here. I made 4 loaves of bread. Taking home 3 jars of homemade pizza sauce. People are crying. Made 2 batches of pizza dough for the weekend. Huh?
What do you think you're doing? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
You're still on that? Oh boy.
Oh, I have to dance. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
The ducks are going back home with us to the other house. They spent the night here last night. Did I show you the ducks yet? They're huge.
What do you think you're doing?
What? We've had them for 1 week. They grow so fast. I think they're double their size.
Tomorrow they're gonna be bigger.
Mm-hmm.
My job is we're gonna get cows, but we already have the ducks. I'm gonna get the ducks eggs.
She's a girl with vision.
And then I'm gonna milk the cows.
The interesting thing is we're getting our chicks from the hatchery this week sometime, and I'm afraid they're all gonna have to go in the same place because I only have 1 brooder and feeder and waterer, and I don't want to buy extra. And I asked my sister-in-law before I picked up these guys at the store, is it okay if they're 2 weeks apart from the other ones? Will they crush the other ones? And she's like, no, they won't crush them, but now I'm wondering, they might be really big, and I hope they're nice to the new ones. Oh boy.
What's your high?
Eli, what's your low? What?
Okay, it's Dad's turn.
Yeah, that was my low too.
Dad, what's your high?
It wasn't completely mine. Mine was a little different.
Oh.
My low was Mom coming home disappointed because we didn't get away.
And what was your high?
My high was playing with Peace, making dinner, and singing lessons.
Nice.
Nice, good for you.
That was a good day.
Dad, what's your high?
My high was actually meeting you guys up at the property.
Oh!
Dad,
what's your low?
that we can't get around.
My low was not getting water.
builder just called us this evening to follow up about the disappointing
Oh, did you
news.
tell him on the video?
Yeah. Touch base with us about, you know, the next steps. He was really encouraging. He's built a lot of homes on acreages and he knows the area we're in well. Are you showing up here or do we need to face light more?
No, it's all right.
He knows
all
the
right.
area well, so he said he's had situations where they've drilled 6 times, and the 7th time on the same property, the 7th time they finally found water. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but we knew that area was kind of, there was a big chance, you know. You either have to look a lot or not get any water at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the good news is we have rural water and we can always try again later in the future, but continue our building process with what we got now. So that's the really good news.
Right.
And he said if we didn't have that, of course we'd have to keep drilling and that would be really stressful.
Yeah, I know. I think it's all right. We had to try.
Yep. What did he tell you? Like when we know the property better, when we're living out there for a while, we might just have an idea of where it will come to us.
No, I was just thinking if it was him.
Oh.
Yeah, and you already have, if we didn't have any source of water, that changes the story altogether,
Yes.
you know, and so we could keep drilling and looking for water, you know, but we do have options.
Yep, and we might
So-
try again later in the future.
Right.
If we have a barn and animals, like, it might be worth trying in another area
Yeah.
on our property. So a couple questions that might come up. What's our pond? And is that, like, where does that water come from?
That's kind of a water that comes from rain. There's a creek that runs along the property, and everything drains towards
Yes.
the pond. So there are a lot
It's a
of different
man-made
ways.
pond, right?
Right, it is a man-made pond.
Most
It's
in
deep.
Nebraska are. And yeah, it runs from one neighbor. Then one neighbor on one side has a creek that runs into our pond, and then it runs out into
The
another
neighbor has a
neighbor's.
creek.
Yeah, that runs into our pond. What did I say funny?
No, they don't have a creek. The creek is just a natural creek.
Okay, through the neighbor's yard or
It runs through the
acreage.
property, yeah.
And then it runs into our pond, and then it runs out into the other neighbor's property. So, like, I don't know. There's no, well, there might be a fresh spring under
It's
there
like
somewhere,
a seasonal
but
spring that
Yeah,
runs through there. So, you know, we had drought last year. In fact, I think we're still in that drought because the winter, we didn't have that much moisture this winter
we
either.
need water here anyway.
And so we've lost a lot of water. But there are years where we have a lot more. There's a child here. Oh, it's pasture.
Yeah, we're literally farmers now, guys. We're talking about drought and how much we need water.
Yeah.
We're farmers.
Yeah, we are farmers. We have a garden and ducks.
We need water. We have a garden and a few ducks.
Yeah. Not even ducks.
And we talk
ducklings.
about the drought all the time now. That's put us in a new category. All right, we just wanted to follow up on that and let you know how it ended for now. We're grateful for what we have, though, the rural water we have. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.